Good evening, my name is Ricardo, and today I'm going to be talking about a poet that I just discovered. Her name is Rapi Kaur. She's originally from Punjabi, India. She moved to Canada as a child and since then settled in Toronto. Rupi's poems proudly represent her culture, her womanhood, and her past. She explains that she writes in Gurmukhi script to honor her culture and her mother's language of Punjabi. Many of Rupi's poems are focused on femininity, strength, and representation. Often she speaks about her mother and how she's the source of her inspiration. Following, I'm going to read a couple of her poems from her book, Milk and Honey. That was her debut book, and I have the following 10 best poems that I thought. The first poem on page 19 is The Hurting. Every time you tell your daughter, you yell at her out of love. You teach her to confuse anger with kindness, which seems like a good idea till she...
As soon as possible. I repeat, as soon as in 15 minutes. Thank you. Have a good night.
Sorry, I'm going to start that poem again. Page 19. Every time you tell your daughter you yell at her out of love, you teach her to confuse anger with kindness, which seems like a good idea, till she grows up to trust men who hurt her because they look so much like you. To fathers with daughters, Rupi Kaur. Page 29. Trying to convince myself I am allowed to take up space is like writing with my left hand when I was raised to use my right. The idea of shrinking heredity. Page 23. The idea that we are capable of love but still choose to be toxic. The loving. Page 59. I know I should crumble for better reasons, but you have seen that boy. He brings the sun to its knees every night. Page 59. Nothing is safer than the sound of you reading out loud to me the perfect date. Page 59. I do not want you to have to fill the empty parts of me. I want you to be full of my own. I want to be so complete I could light a whole city. And then I want you to have, because the two of us combined could set it on fire. The Breaking, page 95. I didn't leave because I stopped loving you. I left because the longer I stayed, the less I loved myself. Page 137. I am water, soft enough to offer life, tough enough to drown it away. Page 109. I don't know what living a balanced life feels like. When I am sad, I don't cry, I pour. When I'm happy, I don't smile, I beam. When I am angry, I don't yell, I burn. The good thing about feeling in extremes is when I love, I give them wings, but perhaps that isn't such a good thing. Because they always tend to leave, and you should see me when my heart is broken. I don't grieve, I shatter. The Healing, page 165. The next time he points out the hair on your legs is growing back, remind him that, boy, your body is not this home. He is a guest. Warn him never to outstep his welcome again. Rapi Kaur. Last poem on page 173. Your body is a museum of natural disasters. Can you grasp how stunning that is? As you guys can see, she often inspires women and supports feminism and her own writing. Most of her writing is also followed by drawings. She says that growing up, she drew a lot with her mom, and helped around in the home and stuff like that. The reason why she is such an aspiring poet to the younger youth is because not only does she speak about things like this, supporting women and stuff like that, but more than anything, people that read it can relate to it, and that makes them a closer bond and stuff like that.